Demolition is underway on one of the oldest buildings in downtown Stewart. As they tear apart the walls, a treasure is revealed that has been hidden for almost 100 years. But first we need to go way back, over 100 years, to 1879. That's the year Civil War veteran Colonel Robert Donaldson moved to the town of Stewart, which was barely a year old, and purchased the almost brand new building on the corner to operate his farm equipment business. The location was a good one, only a block away from the railroad depot and across the street from the row of grain elevators that lined next to the railroad tracks. The business was a successful one, with one newspaper article boasting about how he sold $2,000 worth of farm equipment on a single day. A wooden plow atop the lean-to served as an advertisement to let all people know to come here for their farm equipment needs. In 1900, Colonel Donaldson passed away. His son Charles took over the business. In 1919, Charles sold the business to Prale and Lewin, ending 40 years of Donaldson family ownership. Prale and Lewin operated the business mostly like it had been ran before. One farmer remembered when he was a child he used to love going into the lean-to and looking at the Fuller and Johnson engines they had on display. By the late 1930s, it was the home of the Minneapolis Moline dealer in town, operated by Ed Gutnick. In 1945, he remodeled the building by covering it in imitation brick siding. Ed Gutnick sold the business to Melvin Walker, who in 1950 sold it to Reuben Zeman and Paul Klitsky, and it became known as Zeman and Klitsky Implement. Reuben's daughter Donna remembers going downstairs and playing with the toy cars and tractors that they got in until they were sold, and sitting on the flat part of the roof and watching the traffic go by at night. In 1958, Reuben sold his share of the business to Virgil Mortz, and it became Mortz and Klitsky Implement. Paul Klitsky sold his share of the business to Virgil's brother Albert Mortz in 1960, and it became Mortz Brothers Implement. They got to work selling the world's finest tractors. The lean-to was home to a barber shop, the big Minneapolis Moline neon sign hanging overhead. A happy customer and their G1000. In 1971, the big windows were covered up and the front modernized. 1978, the building and the town both celebrate their 100th anniversary. It continues its silent watch on the corner of all the events going on in town around it. 1979, Mortz Implement closes and has an auction. The signs are all taken down and removed. The building stands there looking sad and empty. But it had one more job, to be the home of the Stewart J.C.'s haunted house, still remembered fondly by those who attended. And now we're back where we started in October of 1981. When the paneling was removed from the inside of the lean-to, an unexpected treasure was uncovered. Numerous old signs and posters originally hung by Colonel Donaldson in the 1880s. Sadly, many of them were too brittle to be saved, but those that were showcase an exciting glimpse into the life of the 1880s. They also serve as a reminder of Colonel Donaldson and his farm equipment business.